In the end, only Becca and Zack could come. Ash, on the other hand, can't be reached. All of my calls went straight to his voicemail as he followed around the right couple. He's at it again, right here today, gone the next day, as always. Oh well, his loss. We agreed to meet at a nearby cafe. The same one I usually frequent with Becca because it's cheap and they give away free bread around closing time. Oh, that's... I'm never saying no to free stuff. Oh. More faceless people. They ghost themselves all. Oh, look at that painting in the background. That's... What? A rabbit holding an apple, maybe, with a cross? I don't know, it's very strange. Quaint, a little old-fashioned, though looks a wee bit out of place amidst the city's tall buildings, but we love it all the same. Much like the small building's facade, the interior carries an antiquated charm to it. Vintage art pieces and a row of shelves boosting an extensive collection of books cover the walls. I mean, is there more walls? Otherwise, I have an extensive collection with my other bookshelves over there. I mean, I have one behind me that you can mostly see that's full, and one over there that's also full, and there, yeah. So, it would have been nice to hang out here for hours on end, but even on a weekend, the place is still packed with people. 2 of them. Thankfully, Becca and Zack have already found seats and is engaged in some casual chatter when I arrive. It's strange seeing the 2 of them without Ash accompanying the other. They've never been particularly close. Sure, they talk when they meet, laugh at the same thing when there's something funny, but there's distance, the kind born purely out of different interest, and the fact that Becca is actually a really horrible racist. She's probably not, she seems very sweet. That, or Zack simply afraid of Becca. That's also an option. It's not impossible, and I won't blame him if he is. He might be the tallest in our group, but everyone knows that means nothing against Becca's temper. Even I'm a little scared of her.
Zack! Becca! Well, you seem to be in a better mood today. What happened?
We got a sale!
I know that smile, Belle. Come on, still!
Don't rush me. I'm still trying to find the proper words for this. Let's order food first, okay?
A waitress come by to take our order. On a normal day, me and Becca will order a hearty serving of their special vegetarian stovies. Zack takes anything with a good heap helping of meat, sausage or potatoes in it. I can get behind that. But today is a good day. Great even. It's not wrong to indulge a little, right?
Today's special. For the 3 of us.
Even a person jotting our orders down looks surprised at today's meal choice. She writes it nevertheless and leaves without a comment. Becca furrows her brows in concentration. No, consternation? Consternation? What? Concern or concentration, but consternation? What word is this? This game has a word I've never heard of before, very often also. Her mouth halfway open, ready to let loose a string of reprimands.
Don't worry, it's my treat.
The glare Becca sends me remind me of the one I got from Mama when I punched a kid bullying my younger brother 18 summers ago. Naturally, I never did it again after she made me apologize the next day. But Becca is far from being my mom. A small, sheepish grin is enough to dissolve that frown into a defeated sigh. Food arrives in the middle of a funny story from Zack, putting the rest of the conversation on hold as we are each served our order. It isn't anything fancy. Oh. Pan-roasted sea bass. Oh, sea bass system. With citrus-dressed asparagus, and a portion of mashed potatoes on the side. Or at least that's what the daily special board says. Yeah, it looks like it. Pretty good. Is it paprika? I don't know. Yeah, paprika. Also with this asparagus. Oh, what is it? There. Never did pay any attention to it whenever I came here, since they price whatever is written way above what I'm willing to spend on food on a single day.
Oh, good. I'm so hungry, I think I'm dying.
Oh.
You're always hungry.
Hey, not all the time.
Let me guess. You skipped breakfast again.
I've barely been awake for an hour.
Not on purpose. I may have overslept by a few seconds today.
Right then. Stop stalling, Isabella. What's this about?
Let us say it, Rebecca. She wouldn't be inviting us out if it wasn't worth hearing out.
Well, we're waiting.
I'm treating you guys to a once-in-a-century thing.
An expectant grin breaks out on my face, except...
I'm sorry, say that again.
And this is important because...
Becca only raises an eyebrow at me, while Zack appears like he didn't get a punchline to another lame joke Ash made, and is desperately searching for someone to explain it. Days are over, so we should... That's me! I really want to do this, but I feel like, what if Ash's relationships go down? So, would you be mad? Would you be mad? She's happy that I eat well, right? I think so. And he would say, yeah, that's not funny, because Ash, we're friends, we should... It's over.
Okay, let me do that again.
Let's see what... New. Zack. Better, maybe Rebecca is not as slow as before after we didn't go home. I think I did good. I think.
Guess what, guys? I'm paying! I sold the house!
As the news sinks in, their expression goes from sheer puzzlement to utter surprise. That's more like it.
You heard me right, ladies and gentlemen. As of today, I'm Maria Isabella Grace Cruz Santos and free from my instant noodle binge.
Maria Isabella Grace. Why do you choose to go by Isabella? Especially, I mean, your mother called you Grace and your Maria is your first name. Cruz Santos. It's a long name though. I only have 3 by my side. But the last name can be split up in 2 words. And really, if we go for the meaning by it, I can actually be called no, wait, how? It isn't Earth, Wind, Water and Fire, but rather Water, Fire, Wind and Earth. Yeah, pretty amazing name. When I told my mother about it, she was like, huh, you're right, but yeah, I guess so. Yeah. She didn't know it for when she named me, but yeah. And not Alyssa, that's... yeah. My state's name, my girl name, my own name here. Maybe not as amazing as that. But yeah.
Wow, seriously?
Yeah, seriously!
Hold it, Belle. You sold the house?
Well, me and Rose. I mean, I had them there telling about the wine cellar and that I could do a vineyard, so they bought it probably because of that.
Yep. Which house is this? In Anslem Village? The one with the open house yesterday?
The one and only. Come on, Becca. I know you've got a better memory than that.
Oh, wow. That's... wow.
Yeah. She lets out an audible hum. Although she's nodding, she gives the impression of someone who has heard something unbelievable and is still forcing her brain to absorb it. Did she think we won't be able to sell it? Have some faith in me, Becca. Am I not your best friend and whatever BFF? You and me, Becca?
You don't believe me?
The words tumble out of my mouth, one after another, before I can stop them. I've been trying to avoid bringing up yesterday's little spat, and judging from the looks on her face, it seems they are too. Me and my stupid mouth.
Sure it ain't the way you're thinking, Bella.
No, I do believe you. But don't you think the sale happened a bit too fast? The open house only started yesterday, and now you already have a buyer?
They weren't interesting before they came. That happened often, right?
It happens from time to time.
Yeah, but look, I'm happy for you. Just yesterday, you've been really worried where to get money for your dad's new treatment. And now, all of a sudden, you have something. What if the sale doesn't push through, or I don't know, they're a fraud, or they suddenly back out? Isn't it a little too early to celebrate?
Rebecca does have a point, Bella. If you haven't closed the deal yet, there's still a chance they'll go back on it.
They don't seem like it to me. The lady appeared to really want it, and she approached me without even finishing the tour.
Pressured me into it, more likely. But I'm not going to tell Becky about that. Knowing her, she'll only fret.
And she already hired someone to handle the house's interior design.
Yeah.
You're joking. Who would do that?
Hannah Wright?
The Wrights, apparently. It's actually pretty funny. She's a bit too excited to get the property, she forgot to buy it. At any rate, they've already signed the agreement today, so it's just a matter of time. And don't tell anyone about this, but Ma'am Hannah also gave us something extra.
Something as in...
As in, it's why I can treat you two to a free meal.
I'm more surprised you accepted it.
She didn't really give us a choice in the matter. So don't lose sleep over this, okay?
Yeah.
The couple really want the house. If Rose didn't stop them, they'd likely have paid up front for it yesterday. That's despite the legends, too. I even tried to show them the letter. But nope. I want this house, darling. Go take all our money.
You don't really think they believe that, do you? I'm pretty sure for them, those are just rumors as well. No one is that superstitious in this day and age, Belle.
Except me, apparently.
Oh, well, there's you.
You know what? I'll just eat all of these by myself.
I begin to gather the plates to my side, the food in each still untouched. A laugh almost escaped my mouth with the way Zack's expression quickly changes to disappointment. Aww. Becca's hand interrupts me just as I'm about to pull her plate closer to me.
I'm kidding. Don't go all pouty on me again.
I wanna be pouty.
In all seriousness, though, I'm just concerned you'll get hurt if this doesn't happen. I know how badly you want to close this deal for your papa.
Yeah,
I'm
Papa.
sure he's gonna be fine now, though, with the money. They don't know yet. I think I'll call them tomorrow. Let them know things will be easier.
Yeah.
Mama said this morning he's showing progress with the new treatment, too. It's just a matter of time.
Hope so. I allow myself to fully smile, genuine and uninhibited. It's strange having to talk about this with other people, even though who has known you long enough. But today things simply feel a whole lot light with them here. Lunch passes in an enjoyable fashion. I laugh to hear how playfully up there. Most of it is spent on catching up on the others, new project, whatever keep us busy these days. Oh, something we couldn't afford to do the day before, taking account what happened. Even Becca surprisingly chatty. Is there something in the sea bass we ate? Secto appears less energetic today. Oh, didn't they like your movie? Is that it? What happened? Well, he's far from being the life of a party. He's definitely not the type to keep quiet in a conversation with his friends. Apart from a few inputs, he's been silent the entire time. That or he's worrying about Ash. Yeah. If Becca notices...
Are you sure you're not feeling under the weather, Zachary?
Yeah, there it happened. She notices.
Huh? No, I'm okay. No worries, Rebecca.
Doesn't sound okay to me.
It's okay. I might be feeling a little bummed out today, but I'm sure this will pass.
Oh, come on, tell us, big guy.
Is it about the reviews this morning?
Oh. A pained expression crosses Zack's face, and almost immediately Becca retreats in her inquiry as though the man's look is enough for an answer for her. Oh. I look between the two of them. Did I miss something? What happened this morning? Did I stumble on a big secret? No, probably the reviews in the newspaper or something where it said, "This movie is the worst thing I ever seen, waste of time and money," or something. This is why I don't like waking up late.
Heard about those, huh?
Sorry, I just happened to check on some sites this morning.
Nah, it's a very sensitive topic in the first place.
Okay.
I should have expected it.
Oh.
What reviews?
For the movie, Becca glances at Zack, her motions unsure, eyes asking for his consent on the matter. Although there's a small desire to keep asking on my part, I don't dare voice it out. With Zack, it has always been better to wait. Let him speak out of his own. Becca too, to some extent, although with her explosion of temper armor coming. Like, why are you asking that when you don't supposed to? You know that, right? Something like that, no. In the end, he simply answers with a momentary shift of his shoulders, gesturing for her to go with it, at a tilt of his head.
It's his movie.
Of
That
course.
doesn't explain anything. Stop dangling the information, Becca.
Zachary, I'm not the one supposed to be telling her about this. At the end of the day, it's still your documentary.
Oh, it was a documentary. Probably about slavery then, though, because the way we saw it.
Is it something bad?
Not bad per se. You guys don't need to dwell on it much.
Oh, but tell us.
Bad? Listen here. I wouldn't trivialize what those bowheads wrote if I were you. They're ruining other people's jobs.
From how her tone rises in anger, it seems like she's the one slighted and not sacked. A snicker escapes me, which I promptly stamp down as soon as she sends me a hard look. Don't look at me like that, Becca.
This isn't a laughing matter, Isabella. Some bowbag just insulted him.
Ballbag. Is that a common insult or anything? I haven't heard that before.
Calm down, Rebecca. Those are just reviews, and it happens a lot.
I do not ken about you two, but calling the entire film an out-and-out dribble, you're better off watching an educational kids' TV show, and worst 1.5 hour of my life, among other things, isn't exactly a critique any decent movie reviewer would say.
I guess not. I didn't. I think this was made in the Philippines, so maybe there were some things there also. I didn't ken still. What does that mean, I wonder?
If you could call that a critique, did we even watch the same film?
Well, maybe I ain't cut out for it. Better stick with my photography or something. If nothing else, this helped me open my eyes to what I can and can't do.
You're giving up.
It wasn't a
It
question.
was just something experimental I did on my free time anyway. It's no big deal.
But you
But-
worked on it for months.
Yeah, you just gotta try and try and try.
Doesn't look like it matters for those people.
Yeah.
Don't say that!
Although I never listen to review. Usually, if I see it has a 5-star rating on a movie, I'm no like, oh no, this is gonna be shit. That's maybe just on me. But that's usually how it feels like, what the fuck is this shit? My palm strikes the table. Ow! Shouldn't maybe made a fistful. Bitch. Strikes the table, sending the tableware on top clinking against each other. I haven't even noticed when I've risen from my seat. But here I am, chest heaving, looking down at him at the same manner teacher would an unruly student. Becca probably proud. Oh, did I press one? I felt like I pressed something. Oh, what? No. Oh, I didn't mean to yell, but there are some things people like Zach aren't supposed to say. Did I miss something there? Heaving, looking down. Yeah, Becca. Okay. Okay, so I've learned that control takes you to the first unread text you haven't seen there. What it said under the webcam. Yeah, but still, so if I go back somehow and need to save scum or something, or it crashes, then I know that at least. I'm supposed to say. How exasperating? Yeah. He, of all people, should know.
If you give up now, how do you know you won't make a name for yourself creating films in the future?
Yeah,
It's just a review.
yeah.
Except they're pretty well-known critics.
And all the critics of Rocky Horror said first that sucked, it was way too wild or something. No, I don't know. I have no idea actually if they did that. But you know, every truth started out as outrageous.
Why does
something like
that
that.
matter? They aren't the ones calling the shots on this. Isn't that why they have a committee?
I guess so.
Right, Becca?
An amused gleam in her eyes is in her eyes when I turn to her. What does she find so entertaining in this situation? Help me here. Your friend's about to quit his passion for petty reason. I have not read what those people wrote against his work, but a few scratching words should be enough to discourage someone. Neither should some typed word on the internet discourage you from something, or even words said to you. Why do you listen to words? Words only have as much power as you give them, and you shouldn't just listen to things that put you down. Only listen to that rise you up. Okay? should know. After all, I'm...
Failing means you're playing, Zach. Not that I'm saying it's bad. I've seen it from start to finish, and I know for myself what you created isn't something people should scoff at. I don't know anything about filming or photography. Hell, I don't have an inkling of artistry in me except for those doodles I make for class. But I know what I watched. Look at Isabella. It's not every day you see her all riled up like this.
Yeah, but I didn't even watch the movie really. I'm just riled up because you're my friend and you're trying to quit because of some damn word. It should be like that. I don't know. What do I know though, really? Nobody complains about what I do. Either it's complete silence or great work or spam. Spam is also a very common thing. Always. Whenever I'm about to say get lost in my tongue as a flush of embarrassment blooms across my face.
It was a heat of the moment thing. And anyway, I'll be very angry with you if you quit.
So don't quit. Don't quit,
What
kids.
about the exhibit?
Yeah.
What exhibit?
Yeah, what exhibit?
Classified information.
What?
Even if I bring you your favorite tonight?
What's my favorite?
Nope, not a chance.
Oh, come on! I thought we aren't supposed to have secrets.
A burst of laughter comes from Zack.
Thanks, you two. I might need some time alone to myself for a while. Just to think about things, how I'll go from here, that sort of stuff. Hey, I'm not quitting, Bella. Don't give me that face.
Okay. There's no face at all, only a poor imitation of a puppy dog's eyes, if you can call it that one.
Promise.
I don't know how to do puppy hug. I haven't really seen many puppies.
I'll be damned if I break any promise I make to you guys. Besides, you're right. It's too early to say anything right now. Once night ain't for another week.
Huh. Another week. The house gets sold within a week. We'll be in the house for a week. Something like that, probably. Yeah. And that's all the answer I need from him. As sentimental as it sounds, there are fulfillment in knowing another person you know won't take the same path you walk. I quit on something. What did you quit on, Isabella? It's not like it's over for me though. I still got time. I can still come back. Do my own thing. Do what I really want to do. Breed ostriches in Africa. Even though they live in Australia. That's why it's a hard part. No. Surely, once Papa recovers, once I'm done with everything. Inside my bag, my phone buzzes unexpectedly, breaking the pleasant afternoon's lull. The screen shows Rose.
Hey, Isabel. You at the office?
No, I'm celebrating like you told me to.
Ha ha. Very funny, Rose. I'm hanging up.
Don't, I'm kidding. BRC says the floor plan copies are ready for Miss McCullough to pick up.
She stated that as if it already explains everything. Then, out of the blue, she launches a long rant about the awful state of Luxembourg streets, betraying her cheerful greeting. All of which she says in a single breath that I can barely keep up and make out a single word. I stay quiet if only to avoid becoming the next subject of her frustration. She's similar to Becca in that regard.
I'm stuck in horrendous traffic right now. Bloody stupid drivers.
Okay. When she finally ran out of things to complain about and stops, what she says next still has none of what I'm hoping to hear from her. Just a quick mumbled plea for me to meet the right interior designer in her stead.
Anyway,
And
I'll leave it to you. Bye. Thanks.
bye. It's okay. Classic Rose. She ends the call without even asking for my input.